guys, I am the TheCubeSolver. This is the second part of how to solve a 4x4 Rubik's Cube. The link for the first part is in the description box below. Now, like what I said in the first part of this tutorial, we have to pair edges. There are 3 edges on each side. Just like in the 4x4 cube, we can pair the edges the same way. Since that there are 3 edges to be paired, I suggest to pair the outer edges first. For example, this is both an outer edge piece, this white and orange edge piece, white and orange edge piece. Now what I have to do is to bring this piece down. Now this is both an outer edge piece, and we have to match them up first. We can now temporarily ignore the inner edge pieces. So now we can match up these two. But like in the 4x4 cube, if they are aligned, we have to misalign them by doing this algorithm. Right clockwise, front counterclockwise, up clockwise, and front clockwise. Now, just like in the first part of this tutorial, I said not to dwell so much on algorithms. There are times that you just have to observe the pieces, so I'll repeat it without the algorithm. You have to put this piece at the top, in a way like this. You have to bring this piece at the bottom. So when you put this piece back on the top, they are already on the opposite ends. You can just bring this front face clockwise. Now we can do the same what we do in the 4x4 cube. We can match it, bring it to the top, exchange it with incorrectly paired edges, and bring the centers back. Now we have to find more. Now this white and blue edge piece, they are both outer edge pieces. You can do the algorithm right, front face counterclockwise, up clockwise, and front clockwise. We can match these two already. Match it up, bring it to the top, exchange it with incorrectly paired edges. This is an incorrectly paired edges, and bring the centers back. Now we have to find more. There are a lot of things that are similar with this cube with the 4x4. So there are just more edge pieces to solve in here. Now I'm having difficulty of finding an edge piece. Now I see a green and orange edge piece. Green and orange edge piece. What I have to do is to bring this side and to the left, bring it up. Now they are aligned. We can misalign them. Right clockwise, front counterclockwise, up clockwise, and front clockwise. Okay, but if you see a side which you can already pair up the 3 edge pieces immediately, do it. Okay, we can pair this up. This is already a green and orange edge piece. We can bring these pieces already together. If you can do it, do it. If the edge pieces will be flipped like this one, when we match it up, this inner edge piece is flipped. Just leave it behind first and we'll take care of that later. Bring it up, exchange it with incorrectly paired edges, bring it down, and place the centers back. We have to find more. Like this one, this yellow and green edge piece, this is a yellow and green edge piece. We can match them up already. They are aligned right clockwise, front counterclockwise, up clockwise, and front clockwise. Next, we can match them up. Match it, bring it to the top, exchange it with incorrectly paired edges, bring it down, and place the centers back. Now, this is a white and red edge piece. White and red edge piece. They are both outer edge pieces. So, you can bring this piece at this side. Get to the left and bring it up. They are aligned again. You can do the algorithm right clockwise, front counterclockwise, up clockwise, and front clockwise. And now we can match them up. I'll just see if we still have enough incorrectly paired edges. There is one. You have to see that one. I'll bring this incorrectly paired edges on my left. Match it up. Bring it up. Exchange it with incorrectly paired edges. Bring it down and place the centers back. Next, we have to find more. These two. This will be flipped if we will put this piece in here, but it will just be fine. Like I said earlier, leave it behind and we'll take care of that later. Bring this piece up. They are aligned right clockwise, front counterclockwise, up clockwise, and front clockwise. Now we can match them up. See again if there is enough incorrectly paired edges. If there isn't enough, we can turn the cube upside down and do the process. There are a lot of here at the top. Now do the process. Match it. Bring it to the top. Exchange it with incorrectly paired edges. Bring this side down and bring the centers back. Now this is a green and red outer edge piece. Green and red outer edge piece. We can bring this piece on our left and bring it down. This is an incorrectly paired edges. I'm just making sure if we have enough incorrectly paired edges at the top. I would like to bring this incorrectly paired edges at the back. You can do the process now. Match it. Bring it to the top. Exchange it with incorrectly paired edges. Bring this side down and bring the centers back. This is a yellow and orange outer edge piece, yellow and orange outer edge piece. You can bring this up in here. They are aligned again, right clockwise, front counterclockwise, up clockwise, and front clockwise. Now you can match them up already. Let's check again if there is. There is none. We can place a cube upside down. There is one in here. I would like to bring this at the back. Match it. Bring it to the top. Exchange it with incorrectly paired edges. Bring this right side down and bring the centers back. The 5x5 cube, it will take you a lot of time pairing edges because there are a lot of edges on this cube than on the 4x4. This is blue and red edge piece, blue and red edge piece. You can bring this to the left and bring this side down. They are aligned. Just align them right clockwise, front counterclockwise, up clockwise, and front clockwise. Now we can match them up already. Let's check again if we have incorrectly paired edges at the top. There is none. We can turn the cube upside down. Let's check again. Well, there is one. I put it at the back. Let's do the process. Match it up. Bring it to the top. Exchange it with incorrectly paired edges. Bring it down and place the centers back. It looks like we're done with the outer edge pieces. But if you are stuck in the last two pairs, you may leave it for now and we can continue to the next process. Now, we have to pair the inner edge piece with the two outer edge pieces. We can now easily match the pairs and exchange with the incorrectly paired edges. Like this one, you can do it the same process. Match it. Bring it to the top, exchange it with incorrectly paired edges, bring it down, and place the centers back here. This is a white and blue outer edge pieces. We can bring in here. Now, in this case, with the inner edge piece to be paired will be flipped. We have to do the same algorithm earlier if the edges are aligned. You'll know it by looking if the edges are facing you on the same color. These three edges should be paired, but since they are facing us, they are facing you on their white side, they will be flipped. I'll show you. When you match them up, they will be flipped. Now what we have to do is to do the same process that we do if they are aligned. Right clockwise, front counterclockwise, up clockwise, and front clockwise. Now we can match them up freely. Match them up, bring it to the top, exchange it with incorrectly paired edges, bring this side down, and bring the centers back. This one, you can simply bring this side up, and now they are both facing us at their white side. The inner edge piece will be flipped. We do this algorithm right clockwise, front counterclockwise, up clockwise, and front clockwise. We can now do the process. Match it, bring it to the top, exchange it with incorrectly paired edges, bring it down, and place the centers back. Now these two also, the inner edge piece will be flipped. This orange and blue edge piece, do the algorithm right clockwise, front counterclockwise, up clockwise, and front clockwise. We can now do the process. Match it, bring it to the top, exchange it with incorrectly paired edges, bring it down, and place the centers back. There is one in here, this red and green edge piece. Red and green edge piece, we simply bring it in here, this one. We can do the same process. Match it, bring it to the top, exchange it with incorrectly paired edges, bring this side down, and place the centers back. Now this is a white and red edge piece. White and red edge piece, we can simply put it on our right and bring the side down. Now it will be flipped, so we have to do this process right clockwise, front counterclockwise, up clockwise, and front counterclockwise. Now we can now do the process. I suggest that whenever you choose an incorrectly paired edges, to replace the right one, you choose the side which is flipped. It will reduce the possibility of having an edge parity. So I believe this is flipped. Now we can use this incorrectly paired edges to replace these edges. I would like to bring it at the back. We can match it up, bring it to the top, exchange it with incorrectly paired edges, bring it down, and place the centers back. As you can see, they are facing us at the same color, so it will be flipped if we will just do the process. Right clockwise, front counterclockwise, up clockwise, and front clockwise. Now there is an incorrectly paired edge in here. I would like to bring it at the back, match it, bring it to the top, exchange it with incorrectly paired edges, bring it down, and place the centers back. Now this one, this is a yellow and orange outer edge pieces, yellow and orange inner edge piece. You can simply bring it up in here. They're facing us at the yellow side, so they will be flipped. Right clockwise, front counterclockwise, up clockwise, and front clockwise. We can now do the process. Match it up, bring it to the top, exchange it with incorrectly paired edges, bring it down, and place the centers back. Now we're down to two sides. Our goal is to bring these edge pieces to the right places. We have to do it by piece. There is an algorithm for that. Face a cube like this. I'll explain what will happen. If we face a cube like this, what will happen is this piece in here will be placed in here, and this piece in here will be placed in here. The algorithm goes like this: outer and inner left clockwise, outer up 180 degrees, outer and inner left counterclockwise, outer up 180 degrees, outer front 180 degrees, outer and inner left counterclockwise, outer front 180 degrees, outer and inner right clockwise, outer up 180 degrees, outer and inner right counterclockwise, outer up 180 degrees, and outer and inner left 180 degrees. Now you can see that there are already two white and orange edge piece in here. There's also two red and blue edge pieces in here. You don't have to worry about if it's flipped. We'll take care of that later. What we have to do is to do the algorithm again, so these two pieces will be exchanged. Outer and inner left counterclockwise, outer up 180 degrees, outer and inner left counterclockwise, outer up 180 degrees, outer front 180 degrees, outer and inner left counterclockwise, outer front 180 degrees, outer and inner right clockwise, outer up 180 degrees, outer and inner right counterclockwise, outer up 180 degrees, and outer and inner left 180 degrees. Now we're done. As you can see, this both group of edge pieces are flipped. There is a possibility of edge parity in the 5x5 cube. The algorithm will just be the same with the 4x4, facing the cube like this because we're targeting this side. And there is a possibility where two groups like this of edges have the edge parity. This is the edge parity in a 5x5 cube. If all of the other edge pieces, the other pair of edge pieces are already paired correctly, and you are left with this two or with one which is flipped, then there's edge parity. And if there are two, I can show you how to avoid it and not to do the very long algorithm for the edge parity. Align them like you are just still pairing them up. You don't have to worry if it will be flipped. You choose a group of edges at the top. You have to choose one at the top, any pair of edges, and we do the same process when we are pairing them up. Match it up, bring it to the top, exchange it with a group of edges, and place the centers back. Now there is something that you have to do with this group of edges. This algorithm, outer up 180 degrees, outer left counterclockwise, the back side clockwise, and left clockwise, the outer left. Now we can do the process. We can match them up again and you'll see what will happen. I will bring this group at the back, match it up, bring it to the top, exchange it with this incorrectly paired of edges, bring it down, and place the centers back. You see, we avoid having two edge parities. Now I'll repeat the process without algorithms. I'll explain how those edge pieces move. Okay, we can do the same process. Match it, bring it to the top, exchange it with incorrectly paired edges, bring it down, and place the centers back. Now what we have to do is to flip this inner edge piece. What I mean by flipped is the red side will be at the top and the blue side will be at your front. Now you have to do that algorithm that I thought earlier. You have to bring it all the way to the back first and put this left counterclockwise. Bring this back side clockwise. So when you bring this left side back, you see that this piece is already flipped. Now we can do the process. Bring this side at the back. Match it. Bring it to the top. Exchange it with incorrectly paired edges. Bring it down and place the centers back. Now if you have only one side of edges that has a parity, you have to do the long algorithm. Now I think it is ironic to wish that you have two edge parities instead of one, because the process will be easier than having the two. Now the process will be just like in a 4x4. You have to face the cube like this. This is the process. Outer and inner right, 180 degrees. Outer back, 180 degrees. Outer up, 180 degrees. Outer and inner left, clockwise. Outer up, 180 degrees. Outer and inner right, counter clockwise. Outer up, 180 degrees. Outer and inner right, clockwise. Outer up, 180 degrees. Outer front, 180 degrees. Outer and inner right, clockwise. Outer front, 180 degrees. Outer and inner left, counterclockwise. Outer back, 180 degrees. And outer and inner right, 180 degrees. Now, we're done with pairing the edges. The next processes will just be like in the 3x3. Have a cross, place the corners, then place the edges for the middle layer, and finally the last layer. I assure that there will be no other complications that you will encounter. Everything left in this cube is just like in the 3x3. Now we're done. If you managed to solve it, leave a like in this tutorial, tell your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to click the subscribe button. Thank you for watching.